I almost didn't do this because this isn't exactly swamp related, but I just couldn't help myself when I saw this. I actually did a video on Greta Thunberg just the other day. Might have been last weekend. And their boat caught on fire. Their fucking boat caught on fire because these retards fired up a flare. I don't know the exact reason as to why they fired off a flare, but it came straight back down on the boat and set it on fire. You can't make this shit up. So it is political. So I know like the US and Israel alliance is still pretty strong, even though there was a somewhat of a debacle that took place in Qatar today when Israel, I guess they initiated a strike against Qatar, and President Trump is pissed off about it because I guess he didn't have notice that that was going to happen. So not that that has anything to do with this specifically. It's kind of all in a all roundabout way, sort of related with the whole Gaza situation and everything. But anyway, I saw this and I don't know, man. I couldn't pass this up with this that just came out. I mean, it came out like, I'm assuming this happened late last night over in the Mediterranean. So anyway, from Cheryl E, I'm just going to put it out there for Greta and all the retarded propagandists out there. A bomb dropped from a drone doesn't fall while on fire and full of sparks. Yeah, that's what they were claiming. So the propagandists and the anti-Israelists, they claim that a drone had dropped a bomb onto Greta Thunberg's boat. I'm assuming they're blaming the IDF or whoever the fuck they're blaming. So she's kind of debunking this, and I tend to agree with her because I've already seen a couple of these video angles. So but anyway, a bomb dropped from a drone doesn't fall while on fire and full of sparks, but flares do. An explosive would also kind of explode. This didn't. It just set fire to the boat filled with stupid people. The idiots fired a flare that came back down onto the boat. I have no further use for these idiots, Your Honor. So let's give this a watch. There's probably no sound. Oh, there is sound. All right, let's hear that. Let me just make sure. Yeah, the sound's good. Let's do this one more time. Yeah, that was a flare. I've shot a flare before too. That was a flare. 100%. No doubt in my mind. Yeah, drones don't typically drop bombs that have sparks trailing off behind it as it's heading toward an object. Usually there's a term associated with a drone dropping a bomb. It's associated with the word splash, and I'm not seeing no splash. That entire boat would have been half gone instantaneously if that were actually a bomb dropped from a drone, especially from the IDF. You really think the IDF is going to drop some little rinky-dink ass fucking bomb like that that's just only going to clip the boat and just start like a little bitty campfire on the corner of the boat? Fuck no, man. That entire boat would have been completely incinerated, including the cameraman too. He would have been dead too, probably. All right, so let's move on to the next one here. So this is from someone who's pushing back from the other side of the coin. Israel exposed. Zionists claim the fire started by a cigarette. No, they didn't. They claimed it was started by a flare, dude. Here is clear video of the drone strike against GB Sumud Flotilla, Global Sumud Flotilla, whatever the fuck. Is anyone surprised that Israel lied? Oh my God, have mercy. Let's take a look and see what he's talking about. Zionists and Israel media are claiming that our boat caught fire and that there was no drone strike. Here's a conclusive angle from surveillance cams on another flotilla boat of our Familia being fired on by an Israeli drone. Why the fuck ain't this starting? Okay, here we go. Now, the fact that it kind of banged is a little sus. However, it's obviously a pretty sizable flare, and it probably hit like the lid of a trash can or some shit. That's kind of what it sounded like to me. Or it just made contact and just showered. And where's the extreme explosion? Where's the shockwave? And why is the boat still floating? All right, so that's another angle from this incident from Neo Berg. Greta's flotilla caught fire because they don't know how to use a flare properly. They then blamed it on a Zionist drone and forced the Tunisian Coast Guard to declare them liars in public. Everything about these charlatans is fake and staged. So this looks like it's going to be a different angle. Let's take a look at this. Two angles, in fact. All right, here's some asshole standing here. Oh, those are the idiots yelling. Oh my God! Ah! We've been had. I think he actually said that. We've been had. You can almost see the dude on this boat just shaking his head. These fucking idiots. Smoke alarm going off now. One of the precious food's catching on fire now. You know, the magic food that they've got in there that's probably not even really there. Oh, shit. Yep, the packing peanuts, or I mean real food, real peanuts is on fire now. We've been hit. That's what he's saying. We've been hit. Fuck off, dude. It came directly straight down on you. Your dumbass is fired off the... I want to see video from like a minute before this. Even though it may not show a flare going up in the air because it won't necessarily show a fireball going up. I mean, all flares probably don't perform that way. I'm sure you could probably get a flare. When you shoot it up, it probably doesn't start to illuminate until it reaches its peak height or altitude or whatever the fuck. So, very interesting, very conspiratorial, at least so they think. And one more, it's so insane to watch Palestinians be bombed and starved for 2 fucking years, and every time someone tries to help them, it's cruel bullshit. This cruel bullshit happens. This isn't normal. This shouldn't be normal. That's from Jordan Searles. Pot base, the global Samud flotilla, which has boats carrying aid for Gaza, caught on fire after being hit by a projectile in Tunisian waters. A Tunisian official says that reports of a drone attack have no basis in truth. Officials also suggest the cause of the fire was internal. Yeah, it was, dude. It came directly straight down. It didn't come from anywhere else. It went straight up and it came right back down. Which it is kind of convenient to blame it on a drone. Not saying it's completely impossible. It's not completely impossible. I suppose it's sort of possible. Although I didn't hear any drone buzzing. You'd think you would have heard a drone buzzing since they're out in the calm, dead silent waters when this thud happened. I don't know, man. Maybe the drone was just really high up in the sky. Not saying it's completely impossible. I'm just saying it's 99% unlikely that it was a drone and not a flare. Or maybe it was a drone dropping a flare, but probably not. El Jacobi, breaking new footage from Greta's boat shows a crew member misfiring a flare which lands back on the boat. These people lie for sport. There was never any drone. No, man, the guy standing right here was the guy who fired the flare. He just probably didn't realize, or maybe he did. Maybe it was completely intentional. Maybe he fixed the flare onto a tripod and he aligned it so it would come precisely back down where it was fired off. That way, no mistake would have been made because other people were obviously, there was filming happening in different locations because we got different views of it. So yeah, it was probably completely set up to that extent. So anyway, I already saw this, so I'm just going to move on to the real news.